Did you know that one common habit of indoor cat owners is now scientifically linked to chronic feline stress and even behavioral disorders? If you have an indoor cat, you might be doing it right now, without even realizing the harm. Hey cat lovers, welcome back to Whisker Wisdom, where we decode the secret lives of our feline friends. Today's episode comes with a serious warning. It's not about food, not about litter boxes, but a subtle mistake that scientists say could quietly ruin your cat's mental and emotional well-being over time. Stick around, because we're diving into 10 things you should never do if you have an indoor cat, including one mistake so common, even vets forget to mention it. So, are you ready to become your cat's favorite human and protector? Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Never assume indoors means safe. You brought your cat indoors to protect them, and that was the right call. No cars, no predators, no dangerous weather. But here's what most cat owners never realize. Indoor doesn't automatically mean safe. In fact, scientists are now warning that indoor-only cats are at high risk of something called environmental stress. It's a silent problem. No obvious wounds, no loud cries, but it builds over time like a ticking stress bomb. Dr. Tony Buffington, a renowned veterinary expert from Ohio State University, studied this closely. He discovered that cats without enough stimulation suffer from something called feline idiopathic cystitis, a painful urinary condition caused not by infection but by chronic stress. Think about that. Just being bored, understimulated, or mentally unstimulated can physically harm your cat's body. Imagine being stuck in a studio apartment your entire life. No books, no internet, no TV, no windows. That's what it's like for an indoor cat with no enrichment. Indoor cats often suffer from sensory deprivation. There's nothing to stalk, chase, or discover. Cats are natural-born hunters, explorers, climbers. Even though they sleep 12 to 16 hours a day, that doesn't mean they want to live in a box. What can you do instead? Turn your home into a cat-friendly jungle. Add a window perch so they can watch birds and squirrels. Provide a cat tree or climbing shelves for vertical space. Rotate interactive toys weekly to keep things fresh. Play hide and seek with treats to mimic the thrill of the hunt. Question for you: does your cat have a favorite spot by the window? What do they watch for hours? Let us know in the comments. One of our viewers, Megan from Austin, said her cat used to nap all day with no energy, but after setting up a simple window perch with a bird feeder outside, her kitty turned into a playful, alert, and much happier cat. Sometimes, all it takes is one small change to enrich their entire world. Mistake number 2. Never punish bad behavior. Now, this one's hard for many owners to accept, because we've been taught that bad behavior needs discipline. But here's the truth. Your cat is not being bad. They're being a cat. Clawing your couch, climbing your curtains, knocking your coffee mug off the table, that's not rebellion. It's instinct. Cats aren't trying to annoy you. They're just following deeply rooted behaviors shaped by thousands of years of evolution. But when we respond with punishment, yelling, spraying with water, or clapping loudly, here's what actually happens. The cat doesn't learn that the behavior is wrong. They learn that you are unpredictable or scary, and that breaks trust fast. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats subjected to aversive punishment like spraying or hitting showed higher levels of anxiety, fear-based aggression, and even avoidant behavior toward their owners. So what's the alternative? Let's say your cat keeps scratching the side of the couch. Instead of yelling, do this. Place a scratching post nearby, ideally covered in sisal rope. Rub a little catnip on it to entice them. When they use it, offer a treat or verbal praise immediately. It turns discipline into positive association. Real-life example. Sarah, a viewer from Oregon, used to dread coming home because her cat shredded the arm of her new couch. But she placed a tall scratching post near the couch and rewarded her cat every time he used it. Within 1 week, the destruction stopped. No shouting, no sprays, just simple redirection. And remember, behavior is communication. If your cat is acting out, ask yourself, what are they trying to tell me? Is it boredom, territory, stress, lack of stimulation? Punishment silences the message. Understanding solves the problem. Have you ever tried redirecting your cat's behavior instead of punishing? Did it work? Share your experience below. We're reading every comment. Mistake number 3. Ignoring their need to hunt. At first glance, your indoor cat might seem like a pampered little fluff ball curled up on the couch, dozing in the sun, living the dream. But inside that soft, sleepy exterior is a silent predator just waiting to come alive. Here's the mistake most owners make. They feed their cat, cuddle them, clean the litter box, and completely ignore one of their strongest biological drives, the need to hunt. Yes, even the gentlest house cat still has the brain of a wild feline, and when that drive isn't satisfied, that's when you start seeing problems. Like boredom aggression, zoomies at 3 a.m., destroying furniture, overeating. A 2017 study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science revealed something fascinating. Cats who had daily play sessions mimicking hunting showed less destructive behavior, fewer signs of anxiety, and a stronger bond with their owners. Because play isn't just fun for cats, it's survival simulation. They need to stalk, chase, pounce, and kill. It releases tension, improves mood, and helps regulate their internal rhythms. Here's how to bring the hunt back into your home without releasing any real mice. Use wand toys like feather dancers or fishing rod style toys. Move them like prey, not in circles, but with pauses, twitches, and escape attempts. Laser pointers can work too. Just end the session with a toy or treat they can physically catch, or it leads to frustration. Schedule 2 short play sessions per day, even just 10 minutes each. Morning and evening works great when cats are naturally more active. And here's the secret bonus. Finish every play session with a small, high-protein snack. It mimics the hunt-catch-eat cycle of wild cats. This is not just about exercise. It's a full behavioral loop. Question for you. What's your cat's favorite toy right now? Share it below. We're always hunting for new ideas. Mistake number 4. Leaving food out all day. You want your cat to be happy, so you keep their bowl full. All day long, they nibble when they want. No mess, no begging, no problem. Right? Wrong. This is one of the most common mistakes indoor cat owners make, and it's slowly damaging your cat's health. It's called free feeding, leaving dry food out all day, every day. And while it feels convenient, it can lead to overeating, obesity, boredom, diabetes, lack of excitement around mealtime. Why? Because in nature, cats don't graze. They hunt, work for their food, and eat small amounts several times a day. When you leave food out constantly, cats eat from boredom, not hunger. Studies show that obesity affects over 60% of indoor cats, largely due to poor feeding routines and lack of activity. Instead of free feeding, try one of these healthier options. Scheduled meals. Feed your cat twice or 3 times a day at consistent times. This builds routine and helps control portion size. Puzzle feeders. These make your cat work for their food, stimulating their brain and tapping into natural foraging instincts. Treat dispensing balls or mats. These slow down eating and add a fun challenge to mealtime. And here's an added benefit. When your cat looks forward to mealtime, you create a rhythm in the day that strengthens your bond. They'll associate you with nourishment, safety, and care, not just an always available food dish. True story. One viewer, Jenna from London, switched her free feeding routine to scheduled puzzle feeding. Within 3 weeks, her overweight cat lost 1.5 pounds, became more playful, and even started waiting by the puzzle box at dinner time, eager for the challenge. Do you free feed your cat right now, or do you use scheduled meals? Share your routine in the comments. Your experience might help another cat parent make the switch. Mistake number 5. Neglecting the litter box environment. Let's face it, no one loves talking about litter boxes. But for your cat, it's one of the most important parts of their environment. And when it's not right, your cat won't just be uncomfortable. They may stop using it altogether. Here's the harsh truth. Many indoor cats suffer silently because their litter box is placed wrong, cleaned too little, or simply not cat-friendly. According to Dr. Rachel Red, a feline behaviorist who spent over a decade researching domestic cat behavior, most litter box issues are not medical. They're environmental. The cat is trying to communicate discomfort, confusion, or stress. So what are cat owners getting wrong? Common mistakes. Placing the litter box next to loud appliances, like washing machines or refrigerators. Using scented litter that smells fresh to humans, but overwhelming to cats. Using covered boxes that trap odors and make cats feel cornered. Cleaning only once a day, or sometimes skipping entirely. Cats are incredibly clean animals. In the wild, they bury their waste to avoid predators. A dirty litter box signals danger, not comfort. Dr. Red's team conducted a study with over 100 indoor cats, testing their preferences. They found that 82% of cats chose open-top litter boxes located in quiet, low-traffic areas, filled with unscented fine-grain clumping litter. She called these the 3 pillars of feline bathroom bliss. So how do you fix it? Best practices. Use 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra. Even if you have just 1 cat, keep it in a private, quiet corner, away from food and noise. Scoop at least once a day, and deep clean the box once a week. Avoid citrus or floral-scented litters. Go unscented whenever possible. Emma from Chicago said her cat started peeing outside the box suddenly. She changed nothing, except the litter brand. Turns out, the new, lavender-scented litter was too strong for her cat's sensitive nose. Once she switched back to unscented, the problem vanished in 48 hours. What kind of litter do you use? Have you ever seen your cat avoid the box? Drop your story in the comments. We're reading everyone. Mistake number 6. Not providing vertical space. Have you ever seen your cat leap onto the top of the fridge or scale a bookshelf like a mountain goat? That's not just for fun. That's instinct. Cats are natural climbers. In the wild, they climb trees to escape threats, scout prey, and rest where they feel safe. When indoor cats don't have vertical space, they feel trapped, anxious, even territorial. According to Dr. Rachel Redd, cats who lack vertical options are more likely to exhibit signs of anxiety, especially in multi-cat households. Giving them height restores their sense of control. In one of her lab's most revealing experiments, cats in a shared indoor space were given access to vertical shelves, cat trees, and ledges. Within just 2 weeks, aggressive behaviors dropped by 43%, and stress signals, like hiding or over-grooming, dramatically decreased. So what does this mean for your home? Common mistakes: only providing ground-level beds or hiding spots, blocking off high surfaces like shelves or windowsills, not considering vertical territory as part of your cat's comfort zone. When space is limited, vertical territory is gold. Cats think in layers: floor, mid-level, high ground. The more levels they can access, the more secure they feel. Vertical solutions: cat trees, tall, multi-tiered trees with platforms and cubbies. Wall shelves, mounted platforms that let your cat explore the room like a jungle. Window hammocks, perfect for lounging and bird watching. Open-top bookshelves or cabinets. Just clear a spot for safe landing. And remember, this isn't just about giving your cat a playground, it's about giving them power in their space. Lucas, a rescue cat from Toronto, used to spend hours under the couch, flinching at every noise. His owner installed 2 wall-mounted perches and a hammock near a sunny window. Now, Lucas starts every morning in the window sunbathing and comes down for attention when he feels ready. His confidence? Totally transformed. What's the highest place your cat has ever climbed in your home? Do they have a favorite perch? Share their throne in the comments. We'd love to hear. Mistake number 7. Ignoring your cat's hunting instincts. Have you ever noticed your cat suddenly sprinting across the living room or stalking a sock like it's prey? That's not random. It's their inner hunter awakening. And mistake number 7 is ignoring or suppressing that instinct. According to Dr. Michael Delgado, a renowned feline behavior expert from the US, hunting is not just a fun game for cats. It's a vital part of their mental and emotional health. Even indoor cats who are well-fed and pampered need to express this instinct. Without it, they can develop anxiety, boredom, and even depression. Here's the thing. In the wild, cats spend up to 6 hours a day stalking, chasing, and capturing their food. That entire process, called the predatory sequence, is deeply hardwired into their brain. When we don't provide an outlet for this behavior, it's like putting a Ferrari engine in a tiny garage and never taking it out for a spin. So what happens when you ignore this need? Your cat might wake you up at 3 a.m. with zoomies, attack your ankles out of nowhere, become lazy or overweight, start over-grooming or engaging in destructive behaviors. The fix: you don't need to let a mouse loose in your house. Instead, introduce interactive play. Use wand toys like feather sticks or motorized mice to simulate a real hunt. Let your cat stalk, pounce, and kill the toy. The trick is to mimic the rhythm of real prey. Don't just wave the toy around randomly. Dr. Delgado emphasizes something fascinating. Cats feel satisfied not just from food, but from earning their food. That means food puzzles or treat-dispensing toys can be a game changer. They engage both body and brain, making your cat feel like a successful hunter. You can also rotate toys to keep the challenge fresh. Hide toys around the house, or change the texture and speed. Think of it like mental gymnastics for your cat. It prevents boredom and boosts confidence. Does your cat have a favorite hunting toy, or do they prefer attacking your socks? Tell me in the comments. I'm curious which prey your little predator prefers. Mistake number 8. Not providing enough vertical space for your cat. Cats are not just ground dwellers. They are natural climbers and keen observers who feel safest when they can watch their world from above. One of the most common mistakes indoor cat owners make is failing to provide enough vertical space for their cats to explore, climb, and rest. In the wild, cats instinctively climb trees, fences, and ledges, not just for fun, but as a survival mechanism. Being high up gives them a sense of safety and control. From an elevated vantage point, they can monitor their surroundings, spot potential dangers, and relax without feeling vulnerable. Dr. Mikel Delgado, a leading expert in feline behavior, emphasizes the importance of vertical space, especially in homes with multiple cats. When floor space is limited, providing vertical territory allows cats to establish personal zones and helps reduce conflicts. Here are some reasons why vertical territory is essential for your cat's well-being. Security. High places offer cats a safe refuge where they feel protected and in control of their environment. Surveillance. Elevated spots allow cats to observe everything happening around them, just as they would in their natural habitat. Social balance. Vertical spaces help reduce territorial disputes among cats by giving them different levels to claim. Confidence. Shy or timid cats often build self-assurance by retreating to a perch above ground level. If your cat's environment feels too flat or confined, there are simple ways to create more vertical space. Invest in cat trees or install wall-mounted shelves. These don't need to be expensive. Even sturdy bookcases with carpet mats can serve as climbing areas. Position these vertical spaces near windows, so your cat can enjoy watching birds, squirrels, or passers-by from their high vantage point. Encourage climbing and exploration by tossing toys onto elevated platforms or cat trees during playtime. Respect your cat's chosen resting spots. When they settle on a high perch, allow them to enjoy their sanctuary without interruption. Dr. Delgado also notes that cats without access to vertical territory often become clingy, anxious, or even aggressive. This behavior stems from feeling cornered or trapped on the ground, especially when children or other pets invade their personal space. Providing vertical territory helps restore their sense of freedom and control. A useful tip is to add window perches, which many cats love. These create a natural television where your cat can watch the outside world, helping reduce boredom and enriching their indoor life. Here's a challenge for you. Within the next 48 hours, create one new vertical space for your cat. A shelf, a ledge, a window hammock, or any elevated perch. Observe how your cat's behavior changes, and you might be amazed by the increase in confidence, curiosity, and happiness. Mistake number 9. Ignoring your cat's natural sleep cycles. Cats are famous for sleeping a lot, sometimes up to 16 hours a day. But did you know that disrupting your cat's natural sleep cycle can cause serious stress and behavioral issues? Unlike humans, cats are crepuscular, which means they are most active during dawn and dusk, not midday or late at night. Their bodies are wired to rest during the day and night's darkest hours, then come alive during those twilight periods. A groundbreaking 2022 study by the University of Guelph in Canada explored how human interaction affects cats' sleep and behavior. Researchers observed 36 indoor cats over 2 months, measuring stress hormones and behavior patterns. The findings were clear. Cats whose sleep was frequently interrupted, whether by loud noises, forced play, or being picked up, showed elevated cortisol levels, increased anxiety, and signs of aggression or withdrawal. Why does this happen? Cats need uninterrupted rest for their bodies to repair and their minds to reset. When they are woken abruptly, it causes a stress response, similar to how we feel after a poor night's sleep. Over time, this stress can contribute to health problems like digestive upset, weakened immunity, and behavioral issues such as overgrooming or aggression. What can you do? Respect your cat's nap times. Provide quiet, cozy, and safe spaces where your cat can sleep undisturbed. Avoid waking your cat unless necessary. Schedule playtimes during their natural active periods, early morning or early evening. Use soft lighting and calm voices during their rest periods to keep the environment peaceful. Remember, your cat isn't being lazy or indifferent. They're following millions of years of evolution. Real-life example. One viewer, Lisa from Toronto, shared how her cat used to be grumpy and scratchy in the mornings. After she adjusted her routine to only play during dawn and dusk and created a cozy, quiet sleeping nook, her cat became calmer and more affectionate. Mistake number 10. Denying your cat vertical territory. Cats see their world in 3 dimensions. When you think of their environment, Don't just consider the floor. Think vertical space too. A recent study from the University of Edinburgh's Royal School of Veterinary Studies highlights how essential vertical territory is for indoor cats' mental and emotional well-being. Researchers found that cats with access to climbing structures, window perches, and elevated resting places exhibited lower stress hormones, less aggression, and stronger bonds with their owners. Why is vertical space so important? Cats feel safer high above ground, where they can observe without feeling threatened. Vertical territory helps them establish personal space, reducing conflicts especially in homes with multiple cats. It encourages natural behaviors like climbing, jumping, and exploring, keeping them physically and mentally healthy. When cats don't have vertical options, they may resort to unwanted behaviors like scratching furniture, knocking things over, or hiding excessively. How to give your cat the vertical world they deserve? Install cat trees or multi-level towers near windows, so your cat can watch birds or passers-by. Mount wall shelves or climbing ledges to create vertical pathways across your rooms. Provide window hammocks or perches that suction onto glass. Use sturdy furniture like bookshelves or cabinets as climbing spots. Just make sure they're secure. Rotate and add new vertical challenges regularly to keep your cat engaged. Real-life example. Emily from London shared how adding a wall-mounted climbing system transformed her shy cat into an adventurous explorer. The cat started spending more time playing and resting happily on high shelves, reducing anxiety and unwanted scratching. If you've learned something new about your cat's needs today, don't forget to hit that like button. Share your own cat stories in the comments below. What's your cat's favorite sleeping spot or highest perch? And for more fascinating insights about your feline friend, subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a new video. Your cat will thank you, and we're here to help you make their indoor life as happy and healthy as possible.